To all our international students, we are really looking forward to welcoming you to NUI Galway soon. This is an exciting time as you plan your travel to Galway and think about what this new academic year will hold for you. We appreciate that this year, with COVID still presenting many challenges across the world, planning is more complicated for you and that you have lots of questions. Our priority for the coming academic year will be to maximise your experience by making in-person teaching and learning, campus services and activities as available as possible. We will be continuing to strictly adhere to the government's public health advice to keep you as safe as we can, and unfortunately this does mean that sometimes our plans have to change as the COVID situation around us changes. The Irish Government have recently published their plan for a safe return to on-site higher education and research, and these are the guidelines that we are using as we prepare for you to start your studies with us. In line with the government policy, for the next academic year, we anticipate a significant emphasis on face-to-face delivery with the ability to switch to blended and online delivery as necessary. The normal expectation is that our students will attend campus, but we do understand that some of you who are travelling from overseas may have difficulty getting to Ireland by September due to the uneven rollout of vaccinations internationally and other COVID-related factors. We will accommodate your late arrival with access to online teaching as necessary, but we hope that you will be able to join us here in Galway as soon as you're able. The vaccination rollout in Ireland is progressing well, and as I'm recording this message at the start of July, over 60% of all adults in Ireland have received at least one dose of vaccine. The government is continually working on ways to vaccinate as many people as possible, as quickly as possible, amid the growing concern about the spread of the Delta variant. The hopes are that the majority of the population will be protected before this COVID strain has a chance to become more prevalent. In your preparations for coming to Galway, we strongly advise you to get vaccinated before you travel if you possibly can. There is a list of vaccines which are accepted in Ireland on our government website, and you can find more information and links to this through our International Office website. If you are arriving in Ireland in mid to late August and have not yet been vaccinated, the University Health Centre's advice is that you should be able to access vaccinations when you get here via our national vaccination programme. Our health centre also advised that if you haven't managed to get your second vaccination dose before you leave home, then you will be able to after you arrive here in Ireland. You can register with our national COVID-19 vaccination programme to get a free vaccination. More details of how to do this can be found on our International Office website. If you are travelling to Ireland from specific designated states, you will have to spend 10 to 14 days in mandatory hotel quarantine when you arrive. You must pre-book your room in a quarantine hotel before you travel. This applies to any passengers who have been in any designated country in the past 14 days. Even if you are only transiting through, and even if you remain airside in the airport. The list of designated states can change at short notice, so you will need to check the list regularly before travelling to Ireland to be sure of your obligations. Really importantly, if you are fully vaccinated, with a vaccine recognised by the Irish Government, and have received a negative PCR test before you arrive in Ireland, you will not have to go into mandatory hotel quarantine, but you will still be asked to isolate in your place of residence. More information about designated states and which vaccinations are accepted is available on our website. At the moment, Ireland is enjoying an easing of COVID-related restrictions and life is returning to some degree of normality. We're now enjoying an outdoor summer with outdoor dining available to all, an increase in the number of people allowed to attend outdoor events, and some indoor activities are available for those of us who are fully vaccinated. Further easing of restrictions is planned for the coming weeks. By now, you will have received information from our International Office about a series of virtual events we are running before the start of semester to help you prepare for joining us in the new academic year. We will be holding some virtual meetup sessions where you'll be able to meet your fellow classmates, speak to members of our international office, and hear from some of our current students. It would be really great to meet you virtually before you arrive in Ireland, so please do log on and say hello. From Tuesday the 3rd of August to Friday the 6th of August, we would like to invite you to join us for a virtual pre-arrival events week. This week will provide you with lots of useful information that you will need before you leave your home country. You can expect to receive information about registration and banking in Ireland. There will be live workshops on accommodation, a what to pack information session, and finally a Culture Through Comedy event where you can find out more about Irish culture in a fun and interactive manner. We do hope that you'll join us for these events. The health and safety of you, our students, and our whole university community has always been paramount in our planning throughout the pandemic, and alongside the other Irish universities, we're working closely with the government to ensure we make the best possible plans that we can. Should the National Health Public Guidelines change, we will let you know as quickly as we can, so you will know what is happening. Over the past year and a half, we've learnt a great deal from our students and staff, so we're in the best shape we can be for organising a safe, on-campus education for you, which is as normal and fulfilling as possible in this complicated time that we're all living through. Despite all of the challenges of COVID, this is such an exciting time for you, filled with endless opportunity and new experiences. We really do look forward to seeing you here in beautiful Galway in September. Our international office is here to help you, so please keep in touch with us and do join us for our virtual pre-arrival events starting soon.